Do you ever wonder how much a new CRNA makes just getting out of school? Well, I'm an experienced CRNA and I'll tell you all about it, so just keep watching. My name is Christine and welcome to a new video. If you're new here and you want to learn how to become a CRNA or grow your CRNA career, well, start now by subscribing and hitting the bell so you don't miss a thing. In this video, I'm going to discuss how much a new CRNA makes just getting out of school, especially from my experience. So please stick around to the end of the video so you can get all the nitty-gritty details about the salary of a new CRNA. For a new grad who's just getting out of CRNA school, we may think, I went to school for 3 years, 3.5 years, and now I have to find a job in the career of anesthesia. Should I know how much the salary of a CRNA makes? Also, what if you're a person who's interested in going into CRNA school? You're saying to yourself, hey, I'm an ICU nurse, or I'm in a different career, and I'm interested to becoming a CRNA. But will it be worth it to go through the training to become a CRNA? Well, I'm here to tell you, yes, it's so worth it. I know we're focusing on how much you make as a new CRNA. However, I'm here to tell you that it is so worth it and you're gonna make a very comfortable salary and that you'll never have to worry. As long as you budget yourself and you keep yourself on track. So no matter how much money you make, it's about budgeting yourself, because you may say to yourself, hey, I'm gonna make the 6-figure salary, and then you're gonna waste it all. So it's important to, even though you're making more money, they say more money, more problems, but in order to not worry about those problems, you gotta keep yourself on a budget and definitely focus on, if you are in school and you have student loans, to get rid of those student loans and focus on your future. From my experience, when I started, the salary varies from state to state. So some states, you can make a very high salary, versus another state, you can make a very low salary. But low is all in perspective. So on average, a new graduate from CRNA school is gonna make about $120,000 to $150,000. Now, depending on the area, if it's an area that everyone wants to work and it's very competitive, you can make a lot lower than $120,000. While if it's an area that's more of a rural area, an area that maybe people don't want to live, you can make a higher salary, above $150,000 a year. So you may be saying, wow, this is gonna be a big change for you. But this is just a salary. Now you gotta take into consideration, you're gonna get benefits, you're gonna get money for retirement, depending on where you're working. Because some places will help you with your benefits. Well, however, other places might just give you straight salary. So for example, I remember one of my classmates, when we graduated CRNA school, they went to California. Now, the area that he decided to work, they were making, a new graduate was making $170,000 to $180,000 a year. However, to think about that, he wasn't getting any benefit because his wife had benefits. So for him, to make a lower salary with benefits didn't matter to him. But you can make a lot of money. As every year in the world of anesthesia, CRNAs are making more and more money. It's just the livelihood of this profession. Now, some CRNAs, if you're interested in doing travel CRNAs, I have a video on that. Click the link above, and that video goes into how travel CRNA, you can make a lot of more money. You can make up to almost $200,000 a year with being a locum or travel CRNA. And in addition to that, you also get a lot of benefits. They pay for your living, they pay for your expenses for traveling, and a lot more. So definitely check out that video. So when you're thinking about, now I'm a new grad and I'm just getting out of school, you're gonna make a very comfortable salary. It's important to look at the geographical area where you wanna work. If you're gonna be in a big metropolitan city, you may not get paid as much, versus a rural area, you're gonna get paid a lot more. Now, you also gotta think about the area that you're working, that if you wanna be there. So you may say to yourself, you know what, I'm getting out of school, I want to make as much money as I can because I want to pay off all my loans, if you do have student loans. Well, you may say to yourself, I may say, I'm going to go to an area and work for maybe 2 or 3 years, make a lot of money, and that can be used to pay off all my debt. Now, another thing to think about when you're starting as a new CRNA and making this money, you got to put yourself on a budget. You got to make sure you know what your fixed expenses are, as well as your expenses that are your wants but not a need. So definitely take that into consideration when you are getting a new job, as well as when you're making money, which is going to be a higher salary. How are you going to budget yourself so you don't waste your money? Because there are a lot of people who make a lot of money, as we all know, and they're living paycheck to paycheck. No matter how much money they're making, they can be making $1 million a year, and they spend and they don't save for retirement, which I feel is so important. Get rid of all of their debt, because debt, for me, I believe it's the devil. So you want to get rid of your debt and put yourself on a budget. So I definitely have a video on how to start yourself off with a budget. You may not be a CRNA yet, but you may be in school right now, either going to CRNA school, going through CRNA school, or you might be considering going into CRNA school. So definitely put yourself on a budget. Definitely have a link. Click the link above where I go into details about budgeting. So definitely as a new grad, you say to yourself, you are going to make a nice salary that's going to compensate for the sweat and tears that you did when you were in school. And even if you're not a CRNA student and you're considering going into anesthesia, it's definitely a lucrative area. There's tons and tons and tons of job opportunities throughout the country. Depending on where you want to go, it will be there. You just got to look for it. But there are a lot of different avenues. There's something called gasworks.com, and that's an area where you can go. It's for anesthesia, and you can see all the different job listings and how much they're offering. And also indeed.com. That's another avenue where you can look at different jobs and see, depending on a specific area, a specific state, what type of options you have in regards to a salary you can make, or an hourly salary if you want to do per diem, locum, traveling. There's everything. So sometimes you may say, as a new grad, you're making $120,000 to $150,000, but that does not include your call, overtime, those type of things you got to think about. You'll be making a lot more money too. So you may be making a base of saying, let's say, give an example. You may be making a base of $140,000 as a new grad, but got to consider overtime and call. You may be making a lot more. Some people who graduate CRNA school, they may say to themselves, you know what, I'm going to have a job, I'm going to work there, and then maybe 6 months to a year, you feel comfortable, you feel like, I feel good as a CRNA, and I feel like I should want to expand my wings. So for example, would be saying you work in a job and you say, you know what, I don't get to do peripheral nerve blocks or epidurals, but I love my job that I'm working for because I get everything else. So you can get a side job where you do something called 1099, and you can get a 1099 salary, not salary, but a 1099 job where you can make more money on the side. So you're getting that $140,000, like we're giving an example, plus whatever money you're saying you're doing it once or twice a week, that other side job. So then therefore you combine that, it could be even higher. But saying, for example, you just want to be comfortable and you're okay as a new grad just focus on one job, which I recommend, and just keep it like that, and you can make a certain salary. So it all depends on, to give you that example, it depends on the region, because you can make a lot of money or you can make very low money. Like for example, Florida, it's just known that you're not going to get paid as much as a CRNA. While if you go up north to like Maine, or if you go over to California, you're going to make a lot more money. Or if you go into a rural area where no one wants to work, you will make a lot more money. So it all depends on what you're looking for. But in general, as a CRNA, you'll be making a lot more than when you are an ICU nurse. So definitely, it's very interesting for me to tell you about this, because even though I am a CRNA and I'm making a six-figure salary, I'm here on YouTube. And you're thinking, why is she on YouTube, and why she's making a lot of money? Why is she doing? I'm doing it for you. I'm here to give back. Because I remember when I was in school, before I even went into CRNA school, I didn't have anyone to guide me. I didn't know what to expect for the application. I didn't know what to expect for interviewing. I didn't know what to expect when I was in school. How could I make myself more productive to be successful in school? I didn't know what was going to happen when I graduate CRNA school. Where's my path to be? What should I do? So I'm saying, for me, I feel like I can I just want to help people. I just feel like I want to give back to you. I want to help not just one or two people who I can meet at school or I can meet at work. I want to reach out to thousands of people and help the masses, because at the end of the day, I want to give you the inspiration to become a CRNA. I want to motivate you during the application process, as well as if you are in CRNA school, as well as I want you to thrive in the profession as a CRNA, because I may not have all the answers for you, but I'm here to at least give you my knowledge and what I've learned and what I see, because at the end of the day, I'm here for you, and I feel this is something that I want to do and to give back. And yes, I know you want to know the salary of a CRNA, and it's, yes, we do make a lot of money, but at the same time, when you do graduate, do something that's going to fulfill you. And for me, I want to reach out to you and I want to guide you. I want to help you all, because at the end of the day, when I get old, I want to know that I've helped people and I've changed people's lives. And I want to tell you that you can do it, even with a family, even with children. If you want something bad enough, you can do it and achieve the goal of becoming a CRNA. Because yes, you're going to make a lot of money, but at the end of the day, you want to be happy in the profession that you're in. And I love being a CRNA. I love our profession. I love what we do. There's so much variety. Every day there's always something new. You're always learning and growing. And of course, in nursing in general, you will have that. But for me, I love the variety and providing anesthesia and pain management and much more with being a CRNA. And if you enjoy this video, definitely put a thumbs up, and thank you for watching. And if you're interested in watching any of these other videos over here about CRNAs, definitely click any of them, and I'll see you in the next video.